All right. We back. I think. Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're live. All right, we're good. All right. What's up? Welcome back. And today, I know I haven't really been doing as much as I did in Madden 20, but we're doing a rebuild, and today, obviously by the title, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I was going to do another episode of the Packers franchise mode, but that file for some reason was deleted, or I opened it and it would take me to the preseasons, and I'm like, why am I at the preseason? I played 2 games already. I don't know, but we're here in Jacksonville Jaguars rebuild mode, and we're gonna look at the team, and then we're gonna do our season goal, and yeah, go from there. All right. So obviously Gardner Minshew at quarterback. I don't know what our quarterback situation is going to be looking like for the future. Minshew, if he can develop to like a 74, 75 at the end of the season, I might consider keeping him, but we might trade him after this season. Who knows? Depending on how he plays. We got Chris Thompson at running back. He's 29. He won't be the running back of the future. And then we got Dare. I'm not gonna dare say his last name. And James Robinson, rookie out of Alabama or Illinois State. Why did I say Alabama? He had a big game today. He had like over 100 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, I believe. He's a big game, or he's actually a good player. We're actually going to start him at running back, not practice squad. We're actually going to make sure that he can get. Okay, so he'll be the power running back, and then Thompson the third down running back. Okay, good. And then yeah, if we could develop Robinson, he could definitely probably be the running back of the future. Um, Now running wide receiver core, DJ Chark not going anywhere. D.D. Westbrook, if he could develop to like a 83, 84 in like a season or two, then I might look to keep him. How long is his contract? I think he's on an expiring deal. Yeah, he's on an expiring deal. He's gonna want big money. Do I pay it? I probably will pay it. Chris Conley's not gonna be here for the future. Probably look to move on from him. And then Keelan Cole Sr., 27. Not gonna really keep him. The one guy I want to develop is Laviska Chenault out of Colorado. He could be a guy that we look to develop. I kind of want to put him as our slot receiver, so we're going to do that. I'm going to do that after I go through the roster. Tyler Eifert, who signed like a big deal. I hope not a big deal in free agency. I feel like he signed like what makes okay. Oh, I thought it was a 4-year deal. I could do a 2-year deal. Yeah, I could do a 2-year deal. Um, we might trade him this year or next year. Who knows? Offensive line needs a little work. Jawan Taylor, if he could still develop, he's going to be a right tackle of the future. AJ Kane, I did not mean to press that button. AJ Kane probably won't be our right guard of the future. Brandon Linder, he's 28. He could still be here for the next 3 to possibly 4 seasons. Andrew Norwell, if he can stay at that around overall, we'll probably end up looking to keep him. Cam Robinson is a guy that we would like to replace unless he could develop, but he probably will be a guy on the trading block this season because if we look at his contract, I think he's on an expiring deal. Yeah, he's on an expiring contract, and he always asks for like 6 to 7 million a season, and I'm not willing to pay that contract. So we're gonna add him to the trading block. I think we might add Chris Thompson to the trading block. I don't know yet. Conley, I want to add. to the trading block as well. We want to get rid of some of these we want to get rid of some of these players that we won't be a part of our future. DJ Hayden, who they brought in, I hope they did not give him a big contract. I feel like they did. Okay, just a 1-year deal. I could probably look to move on from him because he's on a 1-year deal, and I probably won't be bringing him back for the foreseeable future. Okay, I had to make sure something was working. That's what the pause was. Okay, we're back. I was just looking at something on my... Okay. But, yeah, DJ Hayden is a guy that we would like to get rid of as well. Sidney Jones, they signed. So we're going to look to develop him. Trey Herndon is... He's 24. I guess he could develop. We'll get rid of Hayden, and then Herndon can play. And then CJ Henderson, who they drafted with the 9th overall pick from Florida. He's going to be our building block of the defensive backcourt. Safeties, we need an upgrade. Gerard Wilson, he's 26. He won't get much better. And then bust Josh Jones out of NC State. My Packers drafted him with a 2nd-round pick. And he has not been that great. He's not been good at all. So yeah, safeties is going to be a place that we look to move on from. I mean, for like a backup, he could be good, but how much will he get any better? Who knows? But now linebacking core, Cassis Marsh, 28, won't get much better. He probably will be on the trading block to get Leon Jacobs some playing time. And Quincy Williams, I believe. That's our 3rd string. Is this Quincy? Yeah, Quincy Williams. So we'll look to do this. We're probably going to start Williams. Joe Schobert, who they signed to a big deal in free agency from the Cleveland Browns. I think it was a 5-year deal. If he could play well, we'll keep him. If not, then we'll look to move on from him in a couple seasons. It's going to be too big of a cap hit to move him this season, so we'll keep him for now. Miles Jack is definitely a guy that we want to build around on this defense. I honestly think his overall should be a 85. That's how impactful he is on the defense. And defensive line, Josh Allen is a guy that we look to develop. Taven Bryan, who really hasn't gotten, or who has not really been good since being drafted. Timmy Jernigan, who they signed before the season started. And, Al Woods is a guy that we could probably get rid of. He's 33. He won't be that much better, so we'll get rid of him. K'Lavon Chaisson, who I believe they took, he's a rookie. We look to develop him, too. Specialists, I'm going to be moving Laviska Shenault to slot receiver. Probably Sidney Jones is our slot corner. K'Lavon Chaisson, rush right end. Josh Allen, rush left end. And then Timmy Jernigan, rush defensive tackle. Or we could... Let's have Taven Bryan be our rush D tackle. I want to develop him and get him more into the game. And then let's have Miles Jack as our sub linebacker, because I want to get him up more overalls. All right. So I'm going to simulate. First thing we're gonna go big decisions. I think we can get a 7-win season. Obviously, we want to tank, but yeah, we're going to go to... depth chart. I was like, what am I going to do again? Alright. Slot receiver. Laviska Shenault over Chris Conley. And then Laviska over D.D. Westbrook. D.D. Westbrook, I don't know what I want to do with him as of right now. But I want to make sure that this is all correct. specialist, LaVisca Chenault. We can have Dede as our second slot corner, or wide receiver, not corner. Yeah, that's the team. We're going to simulate a week and see if we get any trade packages or trade offers for any of the guys that we put on the trade block. And we lost. Bars in my way because I can't see anything. Okay, that's about better. We lost 24-17. In real life, we won that game. We got trade offers for Al Wood. So we'll see here. We're actually getting a decent amount of picks offered. We could take a 4, 5, and a 7. We could just take a 3. We could take a 3, 6, 7, or a 3, 5. I think 3, 5 would be the move here. So we are going to take this offer from the Houston Texans to get a 3rd and a 5th round pick. 5th round picks, there usually are some steals, so I'll definitely do that trade. Getting 2 picks for a guy that we were not going to keep after this season, that is a big plus. We're going to simulate another week and see if we get any offers. For DJ Hayden or Chris Conley. We lose 27-24. So these are very close games. We have offers for Chris Conley. A 4, 6, and a 7, and a 4, 6. I think I could do a little bit better, but I think I might just take this offer from the Vikings and get just 3 picks and potentially package a couple of those picks to get better picks. I don't know. We're gonna do this trade with the Vikings. Get 3 picks. I think that's a decent deal for Chris Conley. And I know we could have probably gotten a second from somebody. I know somebody would have given us a 2nd round pick, but it's a whatever type of trade. And then we're going to simulate one more week and see if we get any offers for DJ Hayden. I know it's kind of a bad thing just completely trading away some players. We lost 21-3, and we get offers for DJ Hayden. We get a 3, 6, and a 7 with the Vikings, or a 3, 7 with the Panthers. We just did a trade with the Vikings, I think. So we're going to take a trade with the Carolina Panthers with this one, and take a 3rd round pick from the Panthers. Now, could I have gotten a 1st round pick? Yeah, probably, but, you know, I think it's all about getting just some good quality picks that we could potentially use to trade up in the draft. And now we're going to sign a couple players to fill out the roster for the season. Just some low-level guys that won't get much playing time. Speaks could be a backup defensive end. Backup offensive lineman, and then a backup defensive tackle, Sheldon Day. Why not? Still in the middle of his prime, little younger than Al Woods. So that is it. I think for now we're gonna simulate the mid-season mark and see if there's any contract extensions that we feel are needed. So yeah. All right. At the midseason mark, we are 1-6. We had our win last week against the Chargers, 24-21. Not the best start to the season, but this year was basically a whatever. You know, Oh, Cam Robinson. I forgot to trade Cam Robinson. Oh, whatever. He would have at least given me a first round pick from some team. Darn it. That's not a. That's a lot of money. But for 3 seasons, I think I could do it. For 3 seasons for D.D. Westbrook, I think I can do this. We'll bump it up to 3 years, $28 million for D.D. Westbrook. We're not going to do it for 4 years. Tim Jernigan, 2-year deal isn't horrible. We can. We'll wait. And then Chris Thompson, no. Sheldon Day, no. Keenan Cole, no. Trey Herndon, if he's cheap, I could probably bring him back. He's not that bad, but I think I could save the money. Sidney Jones has a good development trait, so I might give him like a 4-year deal. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's see if he accepts that. All right. Rashawn Melvin can walk. We should have traded him. Adam Gaddis can walk. We should have traded a couple of these guys, like I said I would. But, it's a whatever. You don't want to deplete the roster immediately. The Jaguars are obviously rebuilding. They're obviously getting rid of everybody. I didn't think they would trade Ronnie Harrison. They only got a 5th-round pick in return. Trey Herndon, do I really want to bring him back? We'll see. We'll wait until the offseason and see if he goes up to star development. Because I don't know if I want to put in $3 million a year for a guy at normal development. Probably won't get much better. But Tim Jernigan is probably going to be re-signed with a 2-year deal. But I would like just a 1-year deal on Tim Jernigan if we do end up re-signing him. But I think that's all we're going to be doing at the midseason mark. We are 1-6. At the midseason mark, we are the 32nd ranked offense and the 12th defense. So our defense isn't horrible. Our defense is not that bad, but obviously our offense with Gardner Minshew at the helm is not great. If we win like 9 games in a row and go 10-6 and make the postseason, that'll be the most hilarious thing ever. But I highly doubt that we can make that happen. So yeah, let's see what happens. I think we go 4-12 or 5-11 to finish out the year. But who knows? But how are you all doing today? Later today, you guys should be seeing a new podcast between me and Dylan. We are waiting for all the games to end today, and we'll start the recording on that. The Falcons blew a 20-0 lead. God. It's just so, how can you do that? Well, I'll talk more about it in our podcast that you guys should definitely watch. But, like, how in the world can you blow that big of a lead? Again. Oh, whatever. We missed the postseason. We went 3-13, so we only won 2 games in the second half of the season. Kind of expected with Gardner Minshew, 30th ranked offense, and our defense was 25th. So Minshew had not horrible, not great either. Probably will not be the quarterback of the future. James Robinson wasn't that great. He'll probably just be a career backup. Receiving, Laviska leading the team with 882 yards. I think with a real quarterback, we have a 1,000-yard receiver, as like everybody got the ball D.D. Westbrook got that extension, blocking. The offensive line, yeah, our tackle positions were not great. I should have traded Cam Robinson when I had the chance. He has so much value that I could have probably gotten a first-round pick and another mid-round pick, but it's whatever. It's all good. Tackles for loss, 16 for Josh Allen. I love to see that. 15 from Tim Jernigan. I want to re-sign him, probably. 14 for David Bryant. Love to see that also, but only 2 sacks. It's getting there. 8 sacks for Josh Allen, 5 for Tim Jernigan, 3.5 for Josh Morrow, 3 for Miles Jack, and Kayvon Chaisson. Definitely want to see Kayvon Chaisson get more sacks, get more pressure, but this was a development year. 4 picks for C.J. Henderson, 3 for Trey Herndon, 2 for Miles Jack, and Josh Jones, which isn't horrible. And he got a sack, 5 tackles for loss. Not horrible. 1 pick for Sidney Jones, Gerard Wilson, and Joe Schobert. So not a horrible year on defense, but the offense definitely has some things to upgrade, like quarterback, like a running back, couple offensive line positions, as we're just going to do everyone here for upgrades. And a new ability for Josh Allen. He's going to be a beast. Let's go to the offseason past the Super Bowl week and see if there's any development upgrades, as that is when they have the upgrades released. I'm hoping to see a couple stars and superstar development upgrades. That'd be kind of nice. I think Josh Allen to an X Factor would be an amazing upgrade, but I highly doubt that would happen. The Ravens defeat the Buccaneers 24-6. Okay, so any development upgrades? Minshew went up to a 75 overall. That isn't horrible. You know what? We might actually keep him. We actually might keep him. He's got 2 years, a cheap 2 years on his contract left. We're gonna keep Gardner Minshew instead of going out and drafting a quarterback. We're going to keep him at least for another season or 2, depending on the situation. Laviska is a star development. Keelan Cole, no. He's not going to be the answer anywhere. No upgrades, though, on the offensive side. Defensive side, C.J. Henderson is a superstar development. And I think that's... Oh, Tim Jernigan went up to star development. Love to see... Wait, did he have star? I feel like he had star already. Oh, no, he got star development Super Bowl week. Oh, alright. Love to see that. We're probably going to give him another 1 to 2 year deal then. Josh Jones stays the same. Quincy Williams up to a star development. He's probably going to be a career backup, though, as I don't see him becoming the linebacker of the future. We just need to upgrade some positions. Safety, corner. I'd like to get a couple corners. Please tell me Rashaan Melvin is not under contract anymore. I don't think he is. He's on a cheap deal. Alright, so that's all the upgrades there. Only a couple. Tim Jernigan, he's probably asking for more money now. Oh, not horrible, actually. Yeah, I'll do a 1 year deal for Tim Jernigan again. He was a good piece to our team last year, and I think a 1 year deal... Oh, he wants to not sign it. Okay. Great. Chris Thompson, no. Keelan Cole, no. I think we're going to let everybody walk. Yeah, Cam Robinson... He's asking for $6 million a year. I can't do that. He gives up way too many sacks. He's not a good offensive lineman in the game. Josh Jones would not be a horrible backup safety, and he's only worth $1.79 million. So I'll definitely give him a 3 year deal to be a backup. We're definitely going to be looking for a replacement, though. So I think that's all we are going to do. Mike Glennon's a backup quarterback. Boy. But I think that's all we are going to do. Trey Herndon, we're gonna spend the money somewhere else. It's not worth giving him a deal. Yeah, we're gonna move on to free agency now. Probably with a lot of money. So yeah. All right. Sorry for the delay there, or little pause there. We have $78 million in free agency to spend money wherever we want. We can get Alvin Kamara. I might do that. We can get Juju Smith, but I don't think we need him. Desmond King could also be a nice free agent to get. Bring back Yannick Ngakoue, who loved it in Jacksonville. He clearly loved it, but nah, he didn't. He got traded to Minnesota. Now, there are probably a couple salaries that are too big on this team that I would probably look to get rid of. Who is getting paid? Andrew Norwell is getting paid $15 million, and he's going to go down. So he probably would be a guy that we look to move on from to save some money for the future. Miles Jack definitely deserves that contract. AJ Kane can get off my team. He's just regressing, and we saved $5 million there with that cut. Tyler Eifert is also going to be a guy that we look to either cut or trade away and save a little money. But yeah, I'll trade him to a division rival. We could probably get a first round pick. We could probably get a deal done here. Do they like Russell? Sometimes teams like that 65 overall. Do they like David Hamilton? No. Not giving up Taven Bryan. Do they like Tyler Davis? No, okay, I figured. Josh Oliver? No. Yeah, I'm probably being a little greedy here. We can ask for a next year's first round pick, which will get the deal done easily. And there we go. We get a first round pick in next year's draft for Tyler Eifert. That is a worth it trade for me. I wanna kind of spend money in this year's free agent class, so there is gonna be a couple, like Gerard Wilson might get traded to, or like yeah, this guy is a 62 overall, not gonna be making money on my team. Yeah, I think that's all I want to do. I might trade Andrew Norwell depending on the price. Because again, we can get younger in the draft or free agency if we feel like doing that. But Andrew Norwell is going to start to regress, so we are going to shop Andrew Norwell. I want to kind of do it to an NFC team that has money. Like the Panthers, they need a guard. The Chiefs need a guard, and they somehow have money. I could see them going after Norwell. We're gonna ask for 2 first-round picks and see if we can get 2 firsts from the Kansas City Chiefs in this deal. They need a center. Obviously, I'm not gonna get rid of Brandon Linder yet. Do they want Shaquille? We could probably get a deal done. Okay, I might be a little greedy here. We're gonna move on to the Chargers. No. We're gonna ask for the 15th pick from the Bengals. This might be where I part ways with Quincy Williams or Leon Jacobs. They don't want Leon Jacobs. Not gonna get rid of Jawan Taylor. Okay, I'm probably asking for way too much for him. What pick do the Steelers have? A first. The Steel will get it done, right? No, not close. Okay. Well. Okay, we are gonna get a deal done here. Alright, so 2 backups. Andrew Norwell gets me the 24th overall pick from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think that's a good trade for us. It'll save us money and it'll get us younger and more money in free agency to spend. We now have $96 million to spend in free agency. I definitely want to target Alvin Kamara. We could probably lowball him since no one's offering him a deal. So we'll just lowball him 3.5 and 4.35. 71 total points. If he accepts that, that'd be perfect. Desmond King would be a perfect safety to get on a 5-year deal. That's 96 total points. We're obviously going to up that a little bit. To 100 points, and we're going to do that. Marcus Williams. Now, I don't want to go crazy. Marcus Williams might be a guy that we look to sign to. No. We're not going to spend all of our money in one free agent class. Yeah, we can get Leonard Fournette back. Okay, I'm going to do something quick. We're going to move Kayvon Chason. It doesn't show that Kayvon Chason's marked as a end or a right end. So we're gonna move him to a right end just to make sure that he's actually playing the right amount of snaps. Yeah, Robinson really didn't go up much at all, so I guess he won't be the running back of a future, or at least like a backup. Alright, so we're going to generate best lineup here. Offensive line is definitely a weak point. We need a new center, we need new guards. Or no, we just need tackle, guard. Yeah, so we're offering at Alvin Kamara and Desmond King. Forrest Lamp would not be a bad, cheap option. I think for like 2 seasons wouldn't be a horrible idea to try to get him on the team. We're obviously going to have to outbid the Raiders. That's my final deal on that. Left tackle. Yeah, Cam Robinson. If we could sign him to like a 1-year deal, like a big 1-year deal, and then we could just like trade him later, I'll definitely do this. But I highly doubt he gets signed or I highly doubt he signs that contract. Tim Jernigan is a guy that I want to get back, but I think he's going to move on, and we might move on. Sheldon Rankins might be a good player to get, but we probably don't need. We don't need defensive line. Leonard Floyd would not be a horrible option for now at linebacker. I'm just looking at some options of potential free agents to sign, but I think we are done with the free agent market, and we're going to spend a little coach XP on some free agent influence. Alright, so we're going to go DB free agents, and I think that's all we can afford, actually. So we're just going to have to hope. And kicker, obviously. Okay, kicker we can afford to, but we're not, obviously, we don't care about kickers. So, to recap, week 1 of free agency, we offered Alvin Kamara. We lowballed him a little bit just to see if he would sign. Obviously, in real life, he signed an extension, but it's not offered in the game. Desmond King, we offered a contract to, and Cam Robinson for trade bait, and Forrest Lamp for a guard for now. So yeah, that's week 1. Let's see if we can get anybody. And we did not get Desmond King. That's the one guy I wanted. That's the one guy I wanted was Desmond King, and he had to go somewhere else. Alright, well, Alvin Kamara is obviously not going to sign that contract that we lowballed him on, so we're going to just pay him what he deserves. We're just going to offer it up to that. Marcus Williams, I might look to get now, since we couldn't get Desmond King. Unless he's still here, but no, he's not, obviously. Yeah, we might look at Marcus Williams now. I rarely get Marcus Williams. I think he develops like quickly into a into a superstar development, superstar X Factor. I don't know, but we're obviously gonna need it now. But we need to get ahead of. I believe the Saints are out. No, the Dolphins. God damn it. He was on the Saints, but they don't have enough money as they throw money at every other position. Okay, I think that's my final bid on Marcus Williams. If we don't get him, we don't get him. We'll save money that way. I was thinking of throwing him a 1-year deal at Demario Davis, but he probably wants like a 3-year deal. He wants a 2-year deal. Gerard Davis didn't have a bad game today with the Lions. I'll offer him like a 1-year deal to be like a backup linebacker. And I think that's all I'm gonna do in free agency. Probably there's always like a bunch of defensive linemen in the draft that we could sign to like 1-year deal, or to not sign, draft for defensive line. So I think I'm not worried about that. But we did get Cam Robinson and Forrest Lamp on deals. Yeah. Moving on. And we get Alvin Kamara and Marcus Williams. That is huge. That is 2 big positions of need right there. Alvin Kamara, will now be the new running back of the future. And Marcus Williams will fit perfectly at free safety. Might move him over to strong safety, but I don't know. As I'm still thinking about trading Gerard Wilson. Actually, I might just do it just to get it over with. So yeah, I was just thinking about doing it now and getting it over with. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna have any trade value. Oh, the Saints want him. I wonder why. I wonder why the Saints want him. Maybe because we stole their free safety in free agency. I wonder if we can somehow fleece them and get 2 first-round picks. We're obviously gonna have to give up some value. They only have 1.24 million. Oh, great. Josiah Scott, they don't want him. We're gonna have to probably give up a couple mid-round picks to get this deal done. But do they like Josh Jones? They don't. Okay. They couldn't afford him anyways if they did. Do they like oh my god, I can't talk. Dakota Allen. Me fail English? That's impossible. Okay, I think I'm being a little too greedy with the 2 first-round picks. I'll just take a 1 and like possibly a 4 next year, and we'll be on our way. You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna be okay, fine, you know what? Just take a 7th round pick. I don't care. And it's still declined. You know what? Take another 7th round pick for me. Why don't you? Okay. So Gerard Wilson and 2 7th round picks to the Saints for a 1st round pick this year and a 4th round pick next year. We're obviously going to have a ton of 1st round picks this year. So I think that could potentially help us. And now we got a 5th year option on Taven Bryan. We're going to accept it for now. Okay, so now he's under contract for 2 more seasons. Okay, I wonder if I made a mistake. Let's take a look at salaries and let's see how big of a contract this is for Taven Bryan for the next season. Taven Bryan, we passed him. 12.4 mil for the 5th year. If he doesn't play good, we might have to move on. But I think for now, we can just accept it. I think if he does good, whatever, we'll keep him on that $12 million salary. But if he doesn't do good, we probably have the best opportunity to trade him now. Or at like week 8. Alright, so we're going to start drafting. We have the number 1 overall pick. Oh yeah, we were 3-13, that's why. Jesus Christ, I'm stupid. We should have picks from the Rams also. So we have 4 first-round picks, a 2nd, a 3rd, 3 4ths, 2 6ths. So we definitely have a lot of draft capital to either move up or move down. Now, looking at these quarterbacks, I might be intense, or I might just take a quarterback and say screw Gardner Minshew. I could take a defensive end and move Allen to outside linebacker, but he's a mid-first round pick. We could take a safety and move him to free safety or strong safety. We could take an offensive lineman. That guy looks really good. We're gonna add these guys to draft board. These guys look good. Ben Parker, he's a mid-first round guy. Wyatt Miller, he's a late first round guy. So I really don't know who to. This might be a trade back type of situation. This guy's an early first, but I don't really know if I want to take him first overall. Glenn Simmons is a late first round guy. Corner isn't horrible. We might look at the corner. Linebacker Victor Winter looks pretty good for a late round pick. We're finding probably a couple hidden gems. Probably a couple hidden gems in this draft, to be honest. We're obviously gonna add all of these guys to our draft board. And if we don't get them, we don't get them. Obviously, we're not going to be getting all these players. We're just going to be getting a couple, or hopefully a lot of these players. Okay, I think we're going to be done here. Oh, this second round pick tight end could be pretty decent. A good replacement for Tyler Eifert. We are not going to look at draft board. What do I want with my first overall pick? Because these quarterback is a mid-first rounder. This quarterback, Wyatt Miller, is a late. This corner, Lenuel Fitzpatrick, is an early first. He looks amazing. Or he looks okay. This might be a trade down spot. Jeffrey Carter. Yeah, these guys look good for being mid-round picks. I might take Fitzpatrick here. I'm not really seeing another early first-round talent. But I did skip around a bunch of these guys. I know this guy's a second-round talent. This guy's a... We could take a center. But do I really want to take a center with the first overall pick? This guy's also an early first round talent, fits our scheme. There's a bunch of... I think we're going to trade back. We're going to look at offers to trade back. Because there's really not a potential pick. Okay. We're getting a couple good offers. We get a first round pick from the Redskins this year and next year, and a second this year. This we get a first this year, next year, and a second next year. This we get 3 first round picks. We get number 9 and 26 and a first next year, which I probably will do with the Dolphins. So we are going to do this trade. We're going to move back and acquire 2 more picks. 2 more first round picks. We are going to see who they take. They take Wyatt Miller. Okay. Take Wyatt Miller. He's a 72 overall quarterback. Wait, don't they have Tua Tagovailoa? Why are they trading up to get a quarterback? Oh, whatever. Whatever. Falcons, they're going to take Stephen Donald, a defensive end. Okay, Lloyd Terrence. Not really, don't care. Lloyd Belton. Jeffrey Carter. I was kind of looking at him, but okay. There goes the free safety, advance the next pick. There goes Geoff Tyson. And there goes Armstrong. Okay, I think we're going to take the corner. Either Fitzpatrick or Kellyan. Oh, wait, no, not him. Either Kellyan or Fitzpatrick or Anderson. And I'm leaning a little towards Anderson because he fits our scheme. Or wait, no, he doesn't fit our scheme. Oh, wait, yeah, he does. We actually might just go best available and take Fitzpatrick. Or we could take Ben Parker, who looks pretty decent. But again, will he be good? Will he have a development trait? We might look to just hold back on quarterback for right now. We're going to take Lennell Fitzpatrick out of Boise State. And he's a 75 overall with hidden development. He's ranked number 6 in the class. We took him at number 9. So it was good that we traded back and we got one of the corners that I wanted. I just didn't decide, or I just didn't know who I wanted out of those 2 corners. And I just decided to take a chance on Fitzpatrick. Yeah, the Eagles take a tackle. Linebacker there. Defensive end. Corner. There goes was that the corner I wanted? Okay, we're gonna take a look at draft board. No, Anderson is still there. But who else would I want with my pick? Would I take Ben Parker with number 19? I think I might take Ben Parker. We're gonna try to see. Broncos might take a quarterback here. Do we trade up with the Broncos? I think we might trade up with the Broncos. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it. Because I don't know if I want to trade up yet. Okay, they go outside linebacker Glenn Simmons. The Bengals have Joe Burrow. Okay, good. Colts might need a quarterback here. Please. Okay, good. Good. We got 2 more picks. Bills got Josh Allen. Okay, good. They taken a receiver. Niners, they have Jimmy G. Okay, good. We get our quarterback. Okay, we don't have to trade up. I was afraid that one of them might need a trade up. We're going to go Ben Parker out of Mississippi State with this next pick. A guy that could potentially be our quarterback of the future. And he is a 73 overall with normal dev. That hurts. But he is ranked number 14 in the class. We took him at number 19. Was that the right pick? Probably not. But, you know, he looked pretty decent as a first-round pick. So why not take a chance on him? Now with our 24th pick. Do we take a center? Anderson is still here. Interesting. We might take Anderson with this pick. Or we could take Morrison. We might take Morrison here. We're gonna take Morrison here with this pick. He looks pretty decent and pretty good. He is a 74 overall with normal development. He's ranked number 12. We took him at 24. He doesn't fit our scheme, but he looked pretty good and could potentially take over for Joe Schobert. Now, was it a good idea to draft a backup middle linebacker with a pick? Hell no. But he could potentially slide outside. I don't know. Cecil Anderson might be the next pick here. He's fallen all the way down here. We could take Matt Childress. He looks pretty good. We have another first-round pick. Carlos Ross. I mean, he might slide to like a second-round pick, but we're probably gonna end up taking Cecil Anderson here out of Vanderbilt, and we are. He is a 75 overall with normal development. He's ranked number 8 in the class. We took him at 26. So that is a good trade, or that is a good pick at the late rounds of the draft. Now we're going to go with this pick here. Draft board. The center's gone. That sucks. Darn it. I should have probably went a center, but there's probably some good offensive linemen down in the draft. Actually, this is not a heavy offensive line draft. Shoot, but whatever. This pick I'm probably gonna trade out because I really don't know if I want to take this pick here. We're gonna shop offers with this pick. Here we can get us. I kind of want picks next year. So here we can get a 2-3 next year and a 4 this year. A 2 this year, a 3 this year, 2 this year, a 3 next year. We're gonna take this trade with the Indianapolis Colts, picking up a 2 and a 3 next year and a 4 this year with Indianapolis. We are gonna take that trade. Just kind of moving out of the first round with that pick. I didn't really care for any of the players on the board. This also might be a trade down spot, maybe. Justin Davis looks pretty decent as a running back, but we did sign Alvin Kamara. But he could be kind of like a backup running back that we could potentially trade down the line. Carlos Ross might be a guy that we take. He doesn't look too great, though. Emmett Price looks pretty decent as a late first-round pick. We could potentially move him to strong safety. But we do have a couple strong safeties down here. And Jerry Gordon, he's an early first at Eric Griffin. We got another first-round linebacker here who's a late first. We got another late first-round linebacker. This corner didn't even go to the draft combine. We're gonna have to look at that later. We could potentially move one of these corners to safety too. So I might be looking at like Eric Morgan, who's an early second. I might take Eric Morgan here. We're gonna take Eric Morgan out of Florida. Outside linebacker. He's a 71 overall with normal development. Ranked number 39. We took him at 33. Probably not the right pick, but you had to take a chance on some players. And now we don't have another second-round pick. So I wonder how many of those players went off our board. We still have a decent amount of players. That corner that did not go to the combine was taken. Kind of sucks. Here's a defensive end that looks pretty decent. Jeremy Jones, the late third. Yeah, these guys just don't look too great. This might be a trade-out spot. Could take a defensive end here. I'm gonna take Eddie Trevano from Indiana, backup defensive end. He's 69 overall with hidden development. That's a big pick in the third round. A hidden development player in the third round. Now we might move Allen out. We might move Allen outside. I haven't really decided of what I wanted to do there. So we could potentially do that. Draft board now. There's a tight end. There's a third-round corner who doesn't look too bad. There's a second-round tight end that I don't really want to go. So we're probably going to take Caleb Dickinson now. We're going to take him now. 69 overall, normal development, ranked number 55. We took him at 97. But here, we probably will develop him. He probably will start day one, as there's really not that many options out there for tight ends on our team. So he has the opportunity to start immediately. Getting a starting caliber player in the fourth round is not bad at all. Now we're probably just going to take best available in Kelvin Davidson. Or we could take another tight end. But I think we're going to take Kelvin Davidson as we need outside linebacker help. And he's a 67 overall, ranked number 95. We took him at 112. Kind of need to hurry this up as it has been like an hour since we started this. And I'm not even done with the first year draft. We're going to take Najee Lucas. He's a 68 overall. And then we're probably just going to have the CPU do the rest. Another 4th round pick. There's probably no one on our draft board. Oh, we got a defensive end. Early 4th. Kyle Westerman, 67 overall. This will be a backup defensive end for us. And then we have a kind of a late 4th round pick here. Is there any hidden gems down here that I should be aware of? Another defensive end. Doesn't look like it, so we're going to take Josh Waters out of Penn State. He will be the final defensive end pick, and we're going to have the assistant GM and all that do the finish, or the CPU do the rest of it. Alright, so we are gonna go into Season 2, finally. I know, it only took an hour. I don't even know how it took an hour, to be honest. It didn't even feel like an hour. We're gonna actually, whoa, 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 whoa. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Alright. So now, the question is, what do we want to do with Gardner Minshew and Ben Parker? Ben Parker is our rookie. From Mississippi State. And Gardner Minshew is up to a 75. He went up 4 overalls. We might stick it out with Minshew this season and see how everything goes. But I'm probably going to trade him if he does bad. Or we can just trade him now and get Ben Parker into the starting lineup, which I'm kind of liking now. But we're just going to see how it goes. We could potentially hold on to him. We need a new right guard. We're going to sign one in free agency right now. Because we're no way we're going to have that dude start at right guard. But there's really not that many better solutions. Oh, great. Then we need a couple backup defensive tackles. Marcus Hunt fits their scheme, why not? And then Daniel Ross fits their scheme, cheap. Alright. So, take a look at the team. Did not draft a receiver, as I think our receiving core is set. Alvin Kamara is our new running back, who we signed in free agency. Signed Forrest Lamp in free agency. Re-signed Cam Robinson to a 1-year deal. We just signed Tom Compton from free agency. Yeah. Tawan Taylor Dickerson, who we drafted in the 4th round, will be our starting tight end. Defensively, we need to get this dude involved, and I think we're going to be pushing Josh Allen to, what was it, left outside linebacker? Yeah, left outside linebacker. I don't know if it fits the scheme, or I don't know if that's what he does with the Jaguars currently, but I think putting him at outside linebacker and then developing that defensive end could be a potential steal. He goes up to an 86, so that was the right move. Okay. Because I believe he was a 32, or not 32, 82. I'm like, Jesus, that'd be horrible. We might move Fitzpatrick out to safety. Yeah, we're going to move Fitzpatrick out to strong safety. If we can do that. Alright. We're going to move Fitzpatrick out to strong safety for this season and see how it goes from there. Now we have a strong safety of the future. We're going to redo this. Generate best lineup. Alright, Anderson gets the chance to start. I'm liking this team. I'm really liking this team that we are building. Got Marcus Williams in free agency. Got C.J. Henderson and Sidney Jones and Celcy Anderson to build around. Defensive line didn't really improve much, except this dude's gonna be a beast. Caleb Von Jason hopefully can develop. Taven Bryan hopefully could take another step in his development. And then specialists. Taven Bryan's going to be our rush D tackle. Caleb Von Jason is going to be our rush right end. Miles Jack, rush left end. And then Miles Jack is going to be our sub linebacker. And then I might put Anderson in the slot to develop him more. Chenault is slot receiver, and then Kamara is our power and third down running back. And now we need to get into the second season. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade players, do our we don't have any coach XP, and then we're going to predict our season goal and move on. I think we could potentially be a playoff team, but I'm aiming for 7 wins as an improvement. So yeah, I think we're just not playing the Raiders. We're going to simulate to the mid-season mark and see if there's any extensions that need to be done, and we'll move on to the postseason. Nope, my controller fell. Okay, well, I got it. Okay. Yeah, I need to definitely cut down this time. I need to find a way to not make the first season be an hour long. Over an hour long. Tyreek Hill, man, why are you not getting any touches? But Arizona's defense has been amazing. 4 sacks, 2 fumbles. Come on, I need some production out of these guys for my fantasy football team, because there's no way in hell that frickin' Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf are going to catch up and give me this win. Comment down your fantasy football teams. We can discuss what needs to be done if you care about that. Yeah. We're 2-5 at the mid-season mark. That is a 1-game improvement from last season when we were 1-6 at mid-season mark. We got some coach XP that we might spend. DJ Chark is a guy that I would definitely love to extend. I forgot to trade Cam Robinson. You know what? I'm just done with that. We're gonna extend DJ Chark possibly to a 6-year deal. We're gonna make him our franchise receiver. Cam Robinson wants a lot of money. Gerard Davis was a backup linebacker, and then yeah. But how much does he want? 2.95. We can spend the money somewhere else. It was just gonna be a 1-year thing. But I think that's all we needed to do. Taking a look at stats. We're 32nd offense and our 24th defense. I'm going to do one thing. I'm actually going to bench Gardner Minshew in the middle of this. We're going to put Ben Parker as the starting quarterback for the second season, and then Minshew Mania is falling down big time. Oh, great. Uh, wow, the Chiefs are losing 19 or 17-9 at the end of the third quarter. The Chargers defense is actually getting pressure. Mahomes got sacked once, but I saw a couple of times he got big hits. And we missed the postseason. We go 5-11, a 2-game improvement on the year. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but we're probably gonna trade Gardner Minshew. Um, we're gonna take a look at the stats. We had the 30th ranked offense. Ben Parker, not bad in his second half. And our defense, I believe, was like one of the worst. But Ben Parker, 22 touchdowns in the second half of the season. We probably should have played him instead of Gardner Minshew. Minshew didn't do horrible, but he's just not getting the yards. He's not getting the consistency. Alvin Kamara had a really good year. James Robinson is a backup. That's what his career is going to be. DJ Chark, amazing. That's why we gave him that extension. Laviska Shenault, decent year. Caleb Dickinson, not bad for a 4th-round pick. Not bad. D.J. Westbrook, okay. Cam Robinson needs to get out of here. Forrest Lamp, yeah, decent offensive line. Defensively, Hunt with 15 tackles for loss, not horrible. 11 sacks for Josh Allen. I think that's where he's gotta be, is that outside linebacker role. 11 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, and even 2 interceptions. That's what I love to see. Taven Bryan, 6 sacks, 8 tackles for loss. Is he worthy of a long-term extension? We'll see, but definitely kind of underperforming. Kayvon Chason, an okay year. I think a lot better, or a little bit better than last year, but definitely want to see him to continue to grow. He's a 78 overall. I want to definitely continue to see him grow. Eddie with 4 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, not bad for a rookie. 3rd-round pick, I believe he was. Yeah, 3rd-round pick. Picks, 4 picks for C.J. Henderson. Again, he is going to be a monster. 2 picks for Josh Allen, 2 picks for Miles Jack, 1 for Joe Schobert, Sidney Jones, and Cecil Anderson, our rookie corner. So, we got some bright spots on the team. I think what we just need to do is trade Gardner Minshew while he's got a cheap deal, and get some value that way. And maybe trade a couple of these 1st-round picks to get talent that can help us win now. Because I don't think rookies are going to help us win now. I kind of want to win now. I kind of want to push for the postseason now instead of waiting and preserving cap space. So, yeah, I kind of want to... in this offseason, I kind of want to push for the postseason, make some moves, and we're definitely going to get this team to a Super Bowl championship. Ben Parker is going up in rating already. Love to see that. We probably should have started him week 1, but I just decided not to. Try to see what Gardner can do. Gardner, you let me down, man. We're not going to release you. That'd be stupid. Dickinson is up to a 72. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah. Cam Robinson is going to get out of here. Josh Allen is a X Factor. Alright, perfect. That's what we wanted. That's what we needed. Is Miles Jack, was he a star development? He gained superstar development for Miles Jack. That's what we need. Need those. So we got 2 big time progressions. Fitzpatrick is only a star development, and that kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. And then Anderson is still a normal development. But the team is definitely doing some strides to get into the postseason. Schobert is 28. We might keep him for another season, because he's still on that big time contract that is unmovable right now. But we're gonna take a look at players that need to be re-signed. Cam Robinson, no. Gerard Davis, no. Punter, we can worry about later. Okay, everyone can walk here. And then we're going to take a look at Taven Bryan. Do we bring him back, or do we let him walk? I think we might we might keep him for the final season of that contract. We did pick up his 5th-year option to kind of just test out and see if he would just get better. And last season he got a little better, but it's definitely underperforming. I did not mean to do that. So we're going to take a look at top salaries. Yeah, Miles Jack, he definitely deserves it. He's kind of underpaid right now. Marcus Williams, we gave that big contract to last year. DJ Chark, we just gave him that big 6-year extension. He's definitely worth it. Taven Bryan, we picked up his 5th-year option. Schobert, who they signed in real life, has 3 years left. Linder might be I don't want to trade Linder. He's good. Josh Allen, we're going to have to pick up his 5th-year option. He was a first-round pick. Forrest Lamp is a good option for now. He did pretty good this year, so I don't mind keeping him. Josh Lambo, for being a kicker, I don't know if I want to pay $5 million to a kicker, but we'll keep him for now. Yeah. I don't think there's really much to do. Let's take a look at the free agent class first, actually, before we do anything. We have 35.3 mil. Oh my god, Devontae Adams is in free agency? Had I known that, I wouldn't have given D.D. Westbrook that extension. Oh my god, dude. J.J. Watt's in free agency too? Give me him for a season, to be honest. If we want to push for the playoffs now, Jair would be a perfect corner next to Henderson, but I kind of don't want to do that. Von Miller, he's going to be expensive. It's a very expensive free agent class for sure. I want to get J.J. Watt. But do I want to give him a 2-year deal? How much is this? 95 total points. We're going to have to up it. We're going to have to up it. We're going to have to up it a lot if we want to get him. It's a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. And he probably won't accept that because, you know, Jaguars. But I think we definitely need to go up on the offer a lot. We're probably going to go 11 million signing bonus. I know it sounds a little crazy. We're throwing away all of our money. But if we want to win now, dude, now is the chance. I'm even going to offer up a little bit more. just to make sure he signs the damn contract. There. 2 years, $49 million is our final offer. And then that's basically our free agency. That's basically gonna be our free agency. And he accepts. That is perfect. 11 million now on the free agent market. Davante Adams is still here. If we can lowball him to do this kind of deal, I'm all for it. I'm just now we're gonna do this. Spend coach XP. Wide receiver, free agency, influence. It's probably not gonna work, but if we can get Davante Adams on that cheap deal, it's over. Oh man, he didn't accept. Okay, kind of figured we lowballed him a lot. We're still his only offer. We're still his only offer, so we'll probably go up. To like 35 mil. That only went up to 41 total points. Why does it continue to go down? We'll do this. We'll go up to 40.4 mil. That only goes up 2 points. But I think he can accept that. Please, 5th year options. Pick up Josh Allen's 5th year option on that deal. And we're going to see if we can get Davante Adams on a very cheap contract. I'm actually kind of excited. And we do! Bro, we got Davante on the low! No way! D.D. Westbrook can get out now. we're definitely gonna trade D.D. Westbrook now. Dude! That's a steal! Dude, that is a steal. We get Davante Adams on a very cheap contract. Dude, that's a freaking steal, man. That's a freaking steal. We're just gonna do a 2nd round pick. No need to be needy. Dude. Oh yeah, we gotta trade Minshew before I forget. Before I forget, we're gonna trade Gardner Minshew away. The Bears need a quarterback. I want a 1st round pick next year. And a 3rd round pick this year. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. I completely forgot about him. Do they want Dakota Allen? They don't. Do they want Quincy Williams? I'll throw Quincy Williams in the deal. Okay, Gardner Minshew and Quincy Williams gets me a 1st round pick and a 3rd round pick from the Bears. Williams was just going to be a career backup anyways, so, you know, not a big loss there. And there's definitely opportunities to get backups in the draft. But this was a big time free agency. We got Davante Adams and J.J. Watt. And we lowballed the absolute fuck out of we lowballed Davante Adams. 4 years, like $40.5 million. Now, I don't know where to go with this pick. We're probably going to go guard. But I have the 3rd overall pick, so I really want to do that. Got a couple good middle linebackers here. Ooh, defensive tackle. We're going to go Derek Riley, actually. Defensive tackle out of Louisville. And he is a 78 overall, hidden development, ranked number 2, took my 3. And he's got hidden development, which is star or better. He's going to be perfect on that defensive line. I really love that pick. I love that pick. And now we have the 9th overall pick, where we might invest into a guard. We're just going to do it. Glenn Cage out of Vanderbilt is a 73 overall with normal development. Ranked number 16, we took him at 9. Not a bad reach. Not a bad reach. We needed offensive line help, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not risking it. We're going to kind of try to get through this draft quickly. We're probably just going to take one of these linebackers. We're going to take Josh Dotson out of Texas. He's got hidden development, so that's amazing. We're probably going to trade Joe Schobert soon. But, yeah, this team should be a Super Bowl contender. We're going to draft Charlie with this pick. He's a 71 overall, so he's going to be our new left tackle instead of Cam Robinson, who was absolute dog shit. And then I guess we could take the best available, Luke Avant, who's a normal development player, who could be a trade piece potentially. And then we have a couple 3rd round picks, it looks like. So we're going to take some players. We're going to take another defensive tackle. We're going to take another D tackle. He's a 70 overall. He could be a backup. Good value in the 3rd round. We got back-to-back 3rd round picks and another 3rd. We're going to trade a couple picks. We're going to trade, hopefully, for some picks. We're going to take a 3 and a 4 next year from the Ravens. There's no need to have this many picks, as they take a 66 overall tackle. Okay. Good for you. Anything else that we need to do here? Another D tackle that we might just take. Ooh, another middle linebacker that looks pretty good. We're going to take him. 69 overall. Just a backup guy who wasn't really going to do much. And then we got 2 more 3rd round picks, it looks like. We're probably going to take a D tackle here and then trade down. We're going to take Joe Feliz, who is a 69 overall defensive tackle. And then we're probably going to trade the next pick and probably the 4th round pick and get out of here. I'll just take a next year's 3rd from the Patriots. And to be honest, I really don't care for the rest of the picks. They could take a gem, so who knows? Ooh, Tyreek Hill with a big catch. That's what I'm talking about, Tyreek. Mark Andrews, I definitely thought would get more involved in the offense. Okay. We're gonna go. Obviously, we're not gonna let's take a look at our 4th round pick, or let's take a look at what the CPU did after. So 4th rounder, they got a 67, a 67, 60. Okay, they got a 68 corner in the 7th round, I believe it was. That's not bad value. That's not bad value at all. He could potentially be in a trade, but okay. So we have an 85 overall team, 84 overall offense, 87 defense. So not a bad. We're gonna be trusting Ben Parker. We got Devontae Adams on the low. I still can't believe worked. So yeah, got a couple new offensive linemen that we drafted. We got a new star or better development defensive tackle. So we got some pieces to work with within the defense and offense. We got some pieces to definitely work with here. We are going to simulate the regular season, and then I think we might just simulate straight to the postseason. This might be the final year. I don't know yet. I obviously just want to win it all. But I think getting J.J. Watt and Devontae Adams is gonna help that winning all situation. So yeah. I think we are a playoff team. We don't have any Coach XP, so yeah. We're just gonna have everyone here do that. Do we already have a contract extension talk with a punter? Okay, well, I'm not paying $2 million for a punter. I'm not paying $2 million for a punter. But alright, here's the team before we start simulating. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at specialist. Alvin Kamara, running back. Chanel, slot. Anderson, slot for corner. Allen, Watt, Chason. We can work with that. And then Miles Jack as our sub linebacker. Okay. Let's get into the mid-season mark and see where we're at the mid-season mark. Alright. Hopefully we are doing good at the mid-season mark. Please, please, please do good. 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 I'm begging. I'm begging you to do something good. Please, 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 please. At the mid-season mark, we just came off a win against the Texans. We are 4-3-1. We are third in the division. This division is so stacked. We might not even make the postseason. But we are getting better. We are getting better. Let's see how Ben Parker is doing. We have the 6th ranked offense right now. As of right now, it's not the whole season yet. And the 29th defense is kind of what's holding us back a little bit. But Alvin Kamara already has 800 rushing yards. That's probably one of the main reasons why our offense is so good. We're going to simulate. We're going to hopefully beat the Colts. Please beat the Colts. Please, for the love of God, beat the Colts. And survey says we lost to the goddamn Colts. Oh, that sucks heading into a bye week. And now we're still third. That sucks. That sucks. Heading into a bye week, that is something that you do not want to have happen. Man, I thought we could do it, and now we have a home game against the Dallas Cowboys, who just came off an amazing comeback against the Atlanta Falcons in real life, week 2. But yeah, we're gonna simulate this game, and if we don't win, I think our postseason push is over. I think our postseason push is over, and we lost by 3. That is so frustrating. Defense, what the hell? We're just digging ourselves into a hole. We faced the 8-2 Chiefs, so boy, I wonder what we're gonna do here. We're probably gonna win because Madden, but we're probably 99% gonna lose this game because it's Mahomes and the Chiefs. So, and we got creamed. Okay, wonderful. We're 4-6-1, and the goddamn Texans are catching up. We're gonna have to win out if we want to win the division, or even make a friggin' wildcard berth at this point. So frustrating with how we've been doing. Is our offense kind of going down? It's going down. How many interceptions does Ben Parker have? I'm scared to look. 7? Isn't horrible. Kamara's is 5 yards away from 1,000 yards. we definitely need to get we need to win this game against the Titans if we have any chance of making the playoffs. And survey says we freaking lose, man. We're 4-7-1. You kidding? What do I do? We're just gonna simulate the playoffs, man. That sucks. That frickin' sucks. I don't even know what to do to build this team up. This is probably gonna be it because I gotta go somewhere soon. But man, this sucks. Week 17 and we probably missed the playoffs. Obviously we missed the playoffs. Oh, we beat the Washington football team. We went 7-8-1. Are you kidding? And we were one game out of second place. The Titans choked too. They were above 500. We had the 20th ranked offense and the 24th ranked defense. So our defense and offense was still not that great. Rushing, Kamara, wonderful season, but obviously it didn't resort to a win. Kind of disappointing here. Blocking, not horrible. Defensively, J.J. Watt had a monster season, but it wasn't enough. Josh Allen kind of underperformed, but maybe that's because of J.J. Watt coming in. Taven Bryan wasn't horrible either. Not great. I just don't know what to do with this team, man. Where's Laviska Shenault? Or not Laviska Shenault. Oh, Caleb Chase on that 8.5 sacks. That's not horrible. That's actually not horrible that he got 8.5 sacks, but we had a ton of picks where we had a ton of people with just one pick. Man, that kind of sucks. Alright, I think I'm done here. We're going to upgrade players. Probably, maybe a revisit sometime in the future. Who knows. But make sure to like this, subscribe.